Okay. Today we're looking at the G-Force S10 e-scooter. This is a very average price to low budget type of scooter, but it does have full suspension. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the G-Force S10 in a nutshell. So let's get this thing out of the box and see what we actually are looking at. And if you want to know more, scan this QR code right now on your screen. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, this could just be a new replacement scooter for like throwing in a car and like a portable type e-scooter for like all-purpose riding. The thing I like about e-scooters is they're so easy to unbox. You just literally pull them right out of the box and there you have it. You have a full scooter. Minimal assembly required. There's some assembly, but not much. Okay, oh dang, this looks really good. Wow, that's like a full-on deck right there. That's a nice looking scooter right there. That's big, it's like big. Like it's like wide and like places to put your feet everywhere. So again, this is about $800 or so, this e-scooter here. And you guys can see there is front suspension as well on this thing. Looks like maybe 10-inch tires or so, I'm not sure. I'll have to check. If you care to look at specs, there are websites below as well if you want to check it out. Or you can scan the 10 QR codes they give you. All right, we got some screws. That's what we needed right there. And there's a toolkit. Look at that, dude. Look at that. That is freaking sweet. And this, I verified already, is actually, it's not a kick scooter. Almost every single scooter in this price category, you have to kick and then it will have, but you can freaking just send it right now. Like you don't have to kick it off or anything. It's a legit, just like, this is definitely my favorite e-scooter in this price category. I mean, you got the Anyhill, you got the freaking Go Track scooter and some others for $800. This one's way better than those. All right, so I got it set up. I'm just gonna give it a full charge and then we'll bring you guys back tomorrow. And there you go, you can see it's charging up. All right, so just like that, here's the G-Force S10 electric scooter. So first of all, let's just go over some specs. This is their website on the G-Force S10. So here's the listing on the G-Force website, and they have a lot of different stuff on here, but let's just go over specs really quick. It's a 48 volt, 12 amp hour battery pack, 500 watt motor. So, you know, for a scooter, that's fine. They say 30-mile range. We'll definitely test that out. It does have front suspension, tubeless tires, dual disc brakes, front and rear, aluminum frame, so that's nice. And as long as you're under 250 pounds, you're safe to ride on this thing. So anyway, so those are the basic specs. If you guys want to check it out more, it is on their website. I'll just link it below for you. Actually, a very cool scooter. I just was noticing that it has functional turn signals on it. I was noticing there's like a headlight symbol and a headlight symbol on either side, then a headlight symbol on the top. And so I figured it was just some kind of a cheap display that they put on it and they didn't know where the wires were going. But it's actually a functional turn signal on each side. And it does have functional brake lights as well. Let's see if I can get a shot of it for you. You guys can see the brake lights down there turning on and off as I pull the lever. And the headlight is so sick, dude. This is the running light right here, but if I were to turn on the headlight, insanely bright and very cool design. Let's go over software really quick. It does have 3 different levels of power. 1, 2, and 3, and you just click the middle button to change that. But besides that, pretty simple. You have your battery display up here, miles per hour here. You can see if your headlight is on or off right there. Power level indicator, and then the miles traveled. You guys can see it's a brand new scooter. It's got 0 miles on it. So anyway, let's get this thing out on a test ride really quick. Let's get the G-Force S10 for first little test right now. Woo. Stops pretty quickly, but I was only going like 10 miles per hour. I think they said top speed is like 18 miles per hour or something. I'll have to figure that out. 2 seconds later, I figured it out. We're on level 3 now. We were only on level 1. Let's do this again. All right, here's a brake test for you. That stops fast. Wow, you probably didn't even track with me because I slowed down so fast. That's a lot more fun. All right, taking the G-Force S10 electric scooter for a ride. Something about e-scooters that is just so much fun, man. And cruise control sets itself really quick. I mean, by the time I said that, it was already set. So it probably just, after 3 seconds, sets it at whatever throttle you're, you're at currently, which is full throttle all the time for me. So anyway, first impression is nice and smooth. The motor feels well enough powered. I did go up my driveway, which is really steep. You guys might not know, like, unless you watch a lot of videos, that it's actually really steep. But this pulled up over it, no problem at all. So I'm satisfied with the power. Let's definitely see if we can get a top speed though. It's a 48-volt battery and a 500-watt motor. We'll just have to see. We'll just do a top speed run really quick in a second, and then we'll do a full range test after that. Full range, they say, does 30 miles per charge, but that's just their marketing material, so we'll actually see what it gets today. First impression is it's a really nice scooter. It's big. The platform is really big, so you can just kind of put your feet wherever you want. You could put them side by side. Not many e-scooters can do that, or you can just kind of stagger them as well. Whatever you want to do, because the platform is big enough for whatever you want to do, however you like to stand on your e-scooters. I do love the cruise control. It's freaking nice. Simple software, nothing super crazy to report there. It does have functional turn signals, which is nice for street riding. So it has running lights on the front and back on all the time. It does have actual brake lights for the brakes as well. And the headlight is nice and bright when you turn that on as well, plus functional turn signals. So before we get too crazy, let's go ahead and do the brakes on this thing is so good. They're so good. So far, I really like this thing. And it looks like we're tracking. Let's go ahead and do a top speed on this thing really quick and see if the speedometer is accurate as well. Okay, oh wow, the suspension did its job there, that's for sure. All right, let's see what the top speed, what we got. 22.2 miles per hour. It's fast enough for a scooter for sure. You know, the slower it goes too, the more miles you get of range. So we'll have to just take it on a range test next and see what we actually get. But honestly, super, super fun scooter. I have really nothing super bad to say about it just yet. The only thing I need to do is just swivel the handlebars down just a little bit. Since I'm so tall, it's like awkward, like trying to grab the brakes from the throttle position, you know, kind of trying to switch your hand over there. So I need to tilt those down a little bit. But besides that, I really have no complaints. This thing's definitely agile. The brakes are so freaking strong. I don't know how they do that. The engineers that designed these brakes, man, they need a raise immediately. It might even have an e-brake too. That might be why it's so powerful of braking. But acceleration is good. Top speed is good for the price category. And a very, very smooth ride. Legit. Front suspension makes a world of difference on these things. And in this price category, again, a lot of scooters don't come with front suspension for whatever reason. So yeah, anyway, there we go. Let's get this thing on a range test and I'll show you guys the figure and talk about it when we get back. Well, that's gonna do it for the G-Force 10. I just got back from the full range test. So let me show you guys how many miles we got. Kind of hard to see out here because it's super cloudy, but we got 13 miles on the odometer. So it's 13 miles from full to dead, which really is not bad. It's about what I expected for a scooter like this in this price range, getting the top speed and everything that you do get. I wasn't expecting a super long range, but 13 miles on a scooter is definitely plenty. You don't want to be standing for over an hour on you don't want to be standing for an hour, period. And that's about how long it took me to kill this thing. Scooters are great for, you know, just joyriding around the city, going to do some small things around the town or whatever. But these types of scooters is probably not something you'd commute on just because it doesn't have quite enough range for, you know, long trips, unless you're commuting really short distances, whatever. But yeah, overall, really nice scooter for $800. It's definitely not bad at all. So that's pretty much just gonna do it. There's a link below if you guys want to check this scooter out more. For 800 bucks, I would say it's definitely not too bad of a scooter. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Check it out if you want. If not, no worries, I don't really care. I'm just here to test these things. So there you guys have it.